Hello and welcome to R Tips the Hub, where you learn a tip about R programming every day. If you are new here, please like this video, subscribe, and also set up your notifications so that when I post new videos, you can see what new content you look at. So in the previous video, we had looked at introduction to indexing in R. We had seen vector and matrix indexing in R. And in this video, we're going to look at negative indexing. We're going to look at data frame indexing, and complete with logical indexing. So in negative indexing in R is used to exclude specific elements. We had seen how to include or retrieve specific elements, but negative indexing is used to exclude specific elements from a vector, matrix, or other data structures. To use negative indexing, so we'll keep on with the vector that we had here, vector x. So if we want to exclude the third element, we'll say x, and then we put -3. So we are telling R, please exclude the third element of the vector. And we see that in the final result that the third element is not here. We can even just assign that to a new vector and say -3. Then we run that. So you see that x is that, and then y is that. We see that the value that was in the third position has been omitted. So we have excluded it based on negative indexing. So it has returned a new vector that we can then use for other calculations. So if we want to check data frame indexing, we can have an example of a data frame, df, and say using the data frame function, we have 3 names. C, we have 3 names, Alice, Bob, and Charlie, and then we have their ages given as, so we see these are vectors within a data frame, 25, 30, and 22. So if we run this, we see that we have a data frame df. We can even check the class. We see that it's a data frame. So if we want to access the age column, the indexing in the data frame, we can either use the $sign, so age, and in the current versions of RStudio, if you just write the $sign, it will give you options making your code faster. It will give you options that you want to select. So we select age. If we run that, we see the 3 ages that are contained within the data frame. Sometimes you might want to, we know that the age column is in the second column, so you just use the square bracket, put a comma, and then select the second column. So if we run this, we see that it's giving us the same value. So you can either select using the $sign, or you can also select using the square bracket. Lastly, we are going to look at logical indexing, and we'll use the same vector that we had. So we want to select only the values that are greater than 3 in x. So we say 3 plus is equals to x greater than 3. If we run this and then we check 3 plus, we see that it says false, 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 saying that the first 3 are not greater than 3 and the last 2 are greater than 3. So if we want to index the original vector, we say that x square bracket, and then we say 3 plus, and then we run this, we see that it gives us the two values that are actually greater than 3. So this is how to use logical indexing. Sometimes you want to exclude values that are within using certain conditions. So thank you for watching this video. Like, share and subscribe. See you in the next video on indexing in R. Goodbye.